Hello, this is Darth Destructoid, and I'm going to be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. One of the greatest Star Wars games ever. Now let's select our character. There's male scoundrel. There's also a male scout, a male soldier, female soldier, female scout, and a female scoundrel. Let's choose a male soldier. And I'm gonna create a custom character because I like to change our portrait and everything else. So let's choose our portrait, and I like choosing this one for my first character. Now this character is gonna be a light side character. Now let's choose the attributes. Let's put them all at about 13. I'm pretty sure you can put them all at that at max if you put points on every single attribute. I choose that because I like having a balanced character and not a character who has one attribute more powerful than the other. Just because I like having everything, you know? It just makes a good character, I think. So now that our points are added up, now we can go on to skills. Let's choose computer use, demolition, stealth, and also repair, security, and treat injury if we can do it. I wanted to choose awareness and persuade, but yeah, see, it won't let me put it on security and treat injury, so let's take those points off and put them on security and treat injury. Now for feats, the only one I like to choose to start off with is 2-weapon fighting. I like to choose 2-weapon fighting because it's just awesome to hold 2 weapons, man. And for the name, I'm gonna name him Darth Destruct. Pretty much the name of my channel, so let's do it. I'm so excited to play through this playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic, and I wanted to play this as a light side character, but I also wanted to play as a dark side character too, so I'll do that next time after my playthrough is done. And now they're named Darth Destruct. Now let's start.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, an ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up! We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastila is gonna need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Okay, let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Okay. So now let's grab our equipment. We have a adrenal stamina, we have a power blaster and a short sword. So let's equip it now. The clothing and the short sword. I prefer swords over blasters personally, but let's move on.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Trask has joined your party.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay. Now we have to switch to him to unlock the door.
Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
Switching to Darth Destruct. Back to party leader.
Yes?
This is Carthonasi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Let's move out.
That door's locked, and I don't have the codes to open it. You'll have to use your security skill on it if we want to get past.
Okay.
No problem. Got
it. These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
So now we are being attacked by Sith. The ship has been bombarded by them, and we have to get ourselves out of here. There is too many Sith to count, and the reason why they are attacking this ship is because they want to capture the Jedi known as Bastila. The reason they want to capture her is because she is a very powerful Jedi. She has a special ability which grants her the ability to basically manipulate armies and make the Sith feel defeated. So this is our mission. We have to rescue Bastila and get off this ship. And to do that, we must fight our way through every Sith possible. So now, let's equip this long sword that I acquired, and now this is why I chose 2 weapons. Now, the reason why the Sith were after Bastila was because before this, she had a lightsaber duel with Darth Revan to the death, which was the master of the Sith. He was actually a Sith Lord, and he was also the master of Darth Malak, which is another Sith Lord. And before that, they were actually Jedi. But somehow, they fell to the Sith, and she had to defeat him. So therefore, they were after her, and they wanted to capture her, either dead or alive. And that's what got us in this predicament to the start. Now, the Sith armor looks pretty cool. I really like the Sith armor a lot. And you can actually acquire it later on in the game. You can get it from another planet, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was actually Nar Shaddaa that you can get it from a merchant. And I think I bought it once and I wore it. It's pretty cool. I really like it a lot. The downside to it is it's not that powerful. It's pretty powerful, but by the time you get it, it's already not as powerful as other armors. So we'll see if we can wear it, and if not, then we won't. But it's a pretty cool armor. I like it a lot.
It's a dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
It's too bad that Jedi had to die. Jedi are very powerful, and the Sith are pretty powerful too. But let's see if there's anything on their bodies, And as you can tell, there's no lightsabers. I mean, they had lightsabers, but you can't actually pick them up, which is weird. I mean, I really wanted a lightsaber, but this early on in the game, it would be quite too easy, I would say. But anyways,
No problem.
let's check what's beyond this door, and it's more Sith. And the Sith and the Republic soldiers on the hangar are fighting to the death up there. And now we got a level up. It's always awesome to level up in this game. You can do it
Bastila was not here on the
automatically.
bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
You can level up automatically, or you can level up customly. So I like to do it the custom way and level up my attributes. So now let's get this stuff in the backpack and let's level up. So I'm gonna level up my skills, and I want to get let's see what I can get. I want to choose stealth. I don't have enough points for that, or persuade, so we'll get awareness. And for feats, let's choose critical strike. And now let's move on. As you can tell, the ship is exploding, but it deals no damage, so that's always good.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
And as you can tell, Trask Olgo, our bunkmate, had to fight the Sith. Now, I don't know the fate of Trask Olgo because it doesn't say anything, but I'm pretty sure he died after that fight because the Dark Sith Knights are pretty powerful, and he's just a member of the Republic.
No problem. Didn't work.
This is Karth Onasi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Now, Karth had communicated to us that we must get to the escape pods as soon as possible, because guess what? The ship is going to explode, and we don't have much more time before that happens. So, we need to fight our way off as soon as possible, and we need to get off this ship as soon as possible as well. Now, Karth, he is a captain in the Republic Army. He is actually a captain of this ship, and he is an awesome pilot. He is well known, and he is one of the most powerful captains in existence in the Republic Army.
There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Now we have two options here. We can choose to reprogram this droid, or we can choose to slice in the computer and do something crazy. Now let's see what we can do with the computer. I like to do the spike option on the computer. So let's see. As we can see, we can get into their camera and look at what's beyond this door. So let's see. There is Sith soldiers up ahead. And let's overload the power conduit, and you'll see what happens now. It's pretty crazy, man. As you can see, it shocked them all to death using the power conduit. And we didn't even have to fight them. So that was an easy kill, and it was easy experience points as well.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on! There'll be time for questions later.
And now, we will get off this ship through the escape pod. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival. Use the escape pod.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. Was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
The Sith?
Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here on Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
So what do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her.
Good idea.
Let's go.
We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
This is Darth Destructoid, and this is the first episode of Knights of the Old Republic.